Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jesse Daly here in the United States Virgin Islands. My friends, we are looking at the 7-day graphical tropical weather outlook from the National Hurricane Center. We have a few things to talk about. First, we have post-tropical cyclone Imelda, which moved right to the south of the core. Moved south of Bermuda on Wednesday night. Still brought a bunch of damaging winds and, of course, rainfall. And there's been some damage reported there, power outages, but fortunately it doesn't look like it was super serious. That island is built like a fortress anyway, so it looks like things went fairly well for Bermuda, at least as far as I can tell so far, from what I've seen. Now, the system is still a powerful extra or post-tropical cyclone, and it will continue to move away from land. That's good news. Now, let's jump over to take a look at the two disturbances that the National Hurricane Center is currently watching, one of which I'm definitely concerned about for us here in the Caribbean. First, let's look at that disturbance. Disturbance number one. This is a tropical wave that is expected to move off the west coast of Africa over the next couple of days. Thereafter, the wave is forecast to interact with another disturbance in the eastern Atlantic, and some slow development of this combined feature disturbance is possible as the system moves west to west northwest at 15 to 20 miles per hour. I'm going to show you some model runs about this in a second. A little concerning, to be honest. Again, I am in the U.S. Virgin Islands, right by Puerto Rico here. So disturbance number two, also, this was flagged as of this morning on Thursday, October 2nd. This is an area of low pressure that may form along a remnant frontal boundary near the northwestern Bahamas and southern Florida. And it will move across Florida into the Gulf. We'll see what happens there. Doesn't look like that will become super crazy, but again, a lot can change. So I'm going to show you right now, my friends, this is a satellite imagery, infrared satellite imagery, courtesy of tropicaltidbits.com. We can see post-tropical cyclone Imelda moving away from Bermuda, and it is certainly losing its tropical characteristics. And we can see that there is, some moisture across the Atlantic Basin for sure. So we're going to watch to see how things develop in the coming days. Speaking of how things could develop, let's now take a quick look at the global forecast system ensembles. This is a run of the ensemble models, courtesy of Weather Nerds, that was ran at 06Z on Thursday, October 2nd. Now, I do want to show you that we see that wave near Florida kind of doesn't do a whole lot, but again, things can change. The disturbance number one is the one I'm concerned about here because it is developing something. The system is developing something and taking it really directly across the Caribbean. Most of the models, some are taking a little bit away from the, taking that northeasterly turn, away from the islands, but a lot of the models are taking this directly over the Caribbean, and that is something we have to watch closely. Now, let's also look at the European ensemble models. This was initialized at 00Z or 00 Universal Time Coordinate. Excuse me. Again, not a whole lot going on with that system over by Florida, but the disturbance number one, more development possible, showing some development moving into the Caribbean, right by the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, really, by the end of next week. Now, finally, I want to show you a look at Google DeepMind AI ensembles. This has been probably one of the most accurate models this year, and we can definitely see that this shows something developing and moving into the northeastern Caribbean. And by the way, if you take a look, my friends, there's some pretty strong numbers here, like a millibar's 935. That's a really powerful storm. That one looks like it's coming right across St. Croix or the Virgin Islands in this model run. So, my friends, we have a lot of time between now and next week to see what develops or what does not develop. Again, of course, as we know, things can change very quickly. I do want to encourage you to pick up one of these. I shine myself in the eye. These weather radios that also charges your phone, your device. I'm going to leave a link to it below. I use this. It's a hand crank radio, and charger and also a flashlight and a weather band radio. It's a fantastic little device, and I think we should have it throughout hurricane season, which does go until hurricane season goes until November 30th. We've got a long way to go, so we got to keep watching everything closely. Stay safe, my friends, and as always, I will keep an eye on the tropical skies come rain or shine.